Just to make sure that we're all at the same place, that everybody's capable of doing the same little simple basic shell scripting tasks, here are a couple of exercises. They're both reasonably challenging, so I expect that if you can get through both of these exercises all right, then you have a solid foundation as a shell script programmer. If you struggle with these, don't worry. I will provide worked solutions and I'll explain each step of the way what I've done and why I've done it. Anyway, here are the exercises. Firstly, create a script, hopefully fully commented, that prompts the user for their name, address and phone number. Now, once those details have been collected from the user, they should be stored in a file, and hopefully the file will look like this. Imagine, if you will, that those are the contents of the file. Now, it doesn't have to look exactly the same as that, but you get the general idea. We should have some text like the word name, and then the actual text that the user entered, like Mark Virtue. Finally, when the program has completed, display a message on the screen. This is on the screen, not in the file this time, but on the screen, that looks like this. The details have been stored in details.out. Now, you don't have to call the file details.out, you can call it anything you like, but what I would like to see in your output message is those little double quotes surrounding the file name, just to see if you were paying attention when we were talking about special characters. That is a little bit tricky, that bit. So that's the first exercise, and the second one is to create another fully commented script that produces the following sort of output. I'd like to see the number of users logged onto the system. I'd like to see that second. The first thing I'd like to see is the total number of possible users in the system, and finally the total number of processes running. Now I'll give you some hints there. The file called /etc/password contains one entry for every user on the system. It is possible to use the PS command, process status command, to determine the total number of processes running, although I'm not going to tell you which command line option you need to show all the processes on the system. You'll have to look in your manual page for that if you don't know it off the top of your head. And the number of users logged onto the system you can find using the who command. As for how you count all those three things, well, I'll give you a hint. Try using the WC command. WC stands for word count, but it also counts lines and characters. Now, if you can, see if you can get the output to line up along the right-hand margin, like I've got the output lining up on the screen in front of you. I know that's not necessary, and it just makes the output look pretty, but it's a good idea to start learning those skills, because at some stage in your shell programming career, getting the output to look exactly a particular certain way is a task that you're going to need to do over and over again, so you may as well start now. Anyway, good luck, and in the next module I will explain the answers. Please don't look at the answers until you've at least had a go at doing both of these questions. I've also provided the two worked solution scripts in the Chapter 2 folder of the CD. Good luck.